As we keep on hearing and reading in the news, seeing in the news about the terrible devastation, catastrophe that happened, the earthquake, 2 earthquakes in Venezuela, they don't even know how many people lost their lives. The last count that I just heard was something close to 2,000, 60, 70,000 still unaccounted for. So many buildings collapsed and still shaking. I think it's a moment of reflection, particularly in those unique times that we're living. We're living the moment just the nanoseconds before the final revelation of Mashiach. Is there a message? So let us first say chapter of Tehillim, to thank God for the past miracles and to pray to Hashem to help all these people. Mizmor lesoido rila den kolorati des aden besimcha boile von der no. Du kaden elim hu asane vela nachnam mit marise be shor besoido khatrois besilo. Hoyde le bach shmoy kitoy vaden elam khazdoy viad doyer voder monasoy. Please give some charity, give some tzedakah. And here's some of my thoughts. The Baal Shem Tov teaches us that everything that happens in life is b'hashgacha pratis, by divine providence. And everything is here to teach us something. So when I hear earthquake, earth, it immediately brings me to the last line, to the last few words of Rambam, Maimonides, where he describes what's going to be in the final time when Mashiach is finally here and finally revealed. What is humanity going to be doing? How are we going to live? What is the lifestyle going to be? So briefly, what he says, there will be a time of no hunger, no famine, no jealousy, no wars. Perfect world. And then he says, and what man is going to be busy with, what humanity is going to be busy with is to know, to understand, to internalize God's wisdom, God's presence. And we will start understanding, seeing the world not from our perspective, but from the perspective of the Creator, to the extent that a human being is capable. And then he concludes, and the entire world will be filled with wisdom of God, just like the ocean, just like water fills the entire ocean, so too will ha'aretz, umala ha'aretz, de'es Hashem. The earth, the universe, will be filled with wisdom of God as the ocean is filled with water, as the water covers the ocean. Here's an interesting point. Shouldn't he say as the water covers the earth, not the ocean? Many explanations given to that, but one which I want to share at this moment. Just like ocean is synonymous with water, there can't be no ocean without water. So the ocean is filled with water, so too will be then the earth, the universe, will be filled with the recognizing, the presence, permeated with the reality of godliness, that it's not going to be two separate identities, two separate issues. There's God and there's a world, and God conducts the world. No, we will all recognize how the world and God is actually one thing. Now this will be when Mashiach will be finally fully revealed. But now that we are living in the moments just before that, sadly we still have hunger, we still have wars, we still have competition, we still have a lot of fights. In fact, that's what the Talmud describes in Sanhedrin, that just prior to the coming of Mashiach, this will be the reality. Upheavals, natural disasters. So when we think about the earth, we don't think twice before stepping out on the ground. Is it firm? We take it for granted. Earthquake reminds us, don't take anything for granted. Not even the stability of earth. In a split second, everything can change. In a split second. One little tremor. should bring a tremor in our stability, should bring a tremor in our thinking, should bring a tremor in our behavior. So while we're seeing the beauty of humanity, how the entire world is coming together to help out, which is a beautiful thing, we should remember this should not be only in times of calamities, of catastrophes. Let us recognize the presence of God continuously. And just one little interesting fact that I just heard, saw pictures. A woman, a Jewish home, prepared their Shabbat table unusually earlier. They did it on Thursday, set the whole table with the beautiful dishes, with the crystal glasses, everything's there, except for the food. While the house was shaken, walls cracked, ceilings caved in, the Shabbos table unfazed, untouched, the crystal glass is standing right there. So we're praying to Hashem, please, we want to already sit at your table, the Mashiach table, which is the day which is fully Shabbos.